Alright everybody, I've gotten word we are ready for Paper Mario Randomizer with Phantom, so without further ado, take it away.
Yo. Yo everyone, welcome to Paper Mario Rando. Except, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing what's called a Blitz Seed. It's a fairly new style of settings that we have going. I'll explain it once I dive in, so I'm ready to start the timer. In 3, 2, 1, go. So, to start off here, we have random starting partners. We have partners everywhere, partners, items, everything, everywhere in the world. And the chapters that we have to beat are going to be shown to us at the top of Shooting Star Summit. Normally, you may have seen randomizers where you just have to beat every chapter. These ones are determined randomly at the start. So, I'm gonna do a quick check here at the shop. None of the items the shop has can ever be required in these settings, but he still has some good stuff occasionally. And this is really the best time to check. So let's see real quick here. Nothing there that I really care about. Not... Power Plus is kind of worth, but for 30 star pieces, I don't think I'm going to be getting that. I'm sure we'll find other stuff to fight Bowser with. So, off we go to the top. There's going to be holograms of these star spirits that need to be saved. The very top here. And generally speaking, the only chapters we're going to be visiting are the chapters with these star spirits. So 1, 7, 2, and 6. So I'm going to unmark those. Which is kind of interesting because I have Paracarry. Paracarry is only necessary to beat chapter 3. So starting with him is weird when I don't have to do that chapter at all. Although he can be useful in chapter 2 for a few checks. Scarf. Otherwise, I'm mostly looking for... To beat chapter 1, I need Cooper. I don't actually need Bombette, but she opens up a lot. For chapter 2, I just need items. I don't need partners to beat chapter 2, although I will need a way to get there. Which likely means Bombette from Mount Rugged. Chapter 6, I do need Lackluster. Chapter 7, I need Cooper, and I need Bombette for chapter 7. Which is worth noting. So with these settings, we also start with 150 coins. Just to be able to buy out shops, mostly. Shops, and Can't See Koopa, who blocks the way to chapter 1, demands 50 coins, and there's no real way around that, so... We just start with more coins to be able to afford things early. Cooper Shell. Alright, that's a lot of stuff. But no boots or hammer upgrade yet. I don't need Quizma. Full stone. I'm not used to my tracker looking like this. So, I mean, if the host ever has any questions, or chat has any questions, feel free to jump in. Otherwise, I'm mostly just playing and pointing things out as they come up. We won't be doing any major glitches. I'm going to be playing based on a set of rules that people have been kind of playing these seeds with for races. Take these coins. One notable callout is the Homeward Shroom that I will be using pretty frequently. Crystal Berry, Cooper Shell. To basically just warp back to Toad Town. It's gonna be the fastest way to get back. Oh. I need Lackey. Well, I need Sushi to get Lackey, that's... Oh, hi, Sushi. Alright. So that shop isn't particularly useful to me, other than having sushi. If this was one of the longer seeds that I normally play, Lackey would open up a lot, but in a glitchless sense, he doesn't really do a whole lot for us except get us Chapter 6 completion. We will be able to do a couple things in the sewers with him, but that's about it. I think worth mentioning also, the reason that we play a lot of, we play with Shop Sanity, I don't need a J Raven, is mostly just because without Shop Sanity, there aren't really a lot of checks to otherwise go out of your way for. Shops are pretty dense sets, otherwise most of your checks are going to be like the desert. Is that good? No. Power Plus is good though. Maybe I do want 30 star pieces. This is a dilemma because Power Plus is actually good for once. Badge costs will range typically plus or minus 1 to 2 from their vanilla costs. So Power Plus is 6 BP in vanilla. Being 4 means it's rolled on the very low end. There's a random chance it can cost less at about 10% of the time, but doesn't really come up too often. Alright, I'm gonna get star pieces occasionally, and if I end up with 30, I won't complain. Let's see, where am I gonna go first? Probably Chapter 1. Chapter 1 is a pretty easy thing to go out of my way, to not really go out of my way for, but to like head towards. It also makes the most sense right now. Yeah, I have enough money. As long as I have 50 coins, I can make my way over there. And since I have super boots, I can get what is normally quick change from Merlin's house here. Just by ground pounding 3 times. So partners that I'm looking for at this point, Bombette's huge, Bo doesn't do anything. Watt actually does nothing for me in these settings with the chapters we have. Normally Watt's only mandatory for Chapter 4, but she does open up stuff in Chapter 5. Unfortunately with neither, we're probably not going to see Watt. Which might make the end a little interesting, because Watt is typically used on Final Bowser for just consistent damage. Hopefully Paracarry is good. I'll even settle for Sushi, even though she's slower. Okay, I need that, so I need Cooper for that. Cooper for the Lunar Stone. I'm gonna do a quick check over to the right here. If this is good, this is kind of cool to show. But if it's not good, which it rarely is, yeah, it's just a mushroom. You can actually hit that block. There's a Spike Goomba in the area below. You can hit that block by jumping off of the Spike Goomba and entering battle. Star piece. Maybe we'll meet Watt somewhere along the way. Hopefully. Hopefully. If we don't, Paracarry and Sushi both do pretty good damage, although they cost FP for their main moves. I don't need Tubba's Castle keys, so I'm not even going to pick that up. It's funny, because I was doing seeds earlier today. I did a race seed, and I did
Paper Mario,
another sort of practice seed.
Paper Mario, but
Neither of which required me to ever do
other, like, new variants
Chapter
of Paper
3.
Mario made it hard for you to go back to standard Paper Mario. All of it.
For me
Yeah,
personally, I would say
understand.
that I've gone back and done vanilla speedruns, but it's not necessarily something I have a lot of excitement for anymore. I did that for 2 years. So, the main problem that I have with the vanilla speedruns is mostly the RNG. At the high level is very difficult to deal with at the end. I'm gonna grab all or nothing.
Have
So,
you I know there's been some new, especially a lot of N64 games have been getting hacks and randomizers lately. Have you tried out the N64 Paper Mario TTYD hack? Is that something that's neat to you, or is it something that you're just not into?
it is definitely something that I will play once L. Dexter fixes more bugs. I do really like Black Pit, which is another ROM hack he did. Played a lot of that, mostly drunk, but yeah. Black Pit is for those that don't know, it's a ROM hack that is a pit of 100 trials, but it sort of takes that on another level
really
and
cool
makes it into a roguelike. So you find random badges on different floors, and you automatically
like
equip them by
that.
picking
I
them
know
up.
there's like those harder difficulty
And it
hacks.
creates
and stuff
usually
too, that
fairly different
some people are
runs
into.
each time.
Like there's so many now. It's like hard to keep up. Yeah.
Yeah, it's super unique.
Mm.
Oh, for sure, yeah. The difficulty hacks are the ones that aren't really my style, but unfortunately, Chapter 1 is very difficult at the moment. So you'll notice that the HP on these enemies is higher than normal. So Chapter 1 right now is actually scaled up to what would be considered Chapter 7. So the Koopa Trolls have 11 HP, Goombas have 7 HP. They do significantly more damage, but they're still Koopas and Goombas. They still have all their regular weaknesses of getting flipped over. You may also notice that I do have little jingles are randomized, so you may hear some different sound effects in places. The music itself is not, because I find that to be kind of grating over the long haul. But jingles are fun, you don't hear them too often. I don't really need the weight. But Cooper can have his shell. Also, Mario has his own set of palettes. All of the partners have different palettes. I guess we're gonna be going to the sewers. Yeah, with only chapters 1, 6, and 7, 1, 2, 6, and 7, there aren't a whole lot of places I need to go to immediately. I don't need to go into the forest here at all. Like, there's no reason for me to ever go there. The spooky star point get. It's pretty good. I had, sometimes, like, oh, going to bed, you get the game over jingle when you sleep in an inn. Those are the good ones. Okay, I should have a healing item, and I do not, so I'm going to go get one. We'll get to hear what sleeping in an inn sounds like right now, because I need to heal before fighting Blooper. If I had a life shroom, I probably would have just gone in without bothering, but not looking to game over in the first. Yeah. Yeah, you know, occasionally game overing, it just happens. No, we plan most fights pretty well in advance. The blooper fights, we all know when it's gonna happen. We can be prepared for them. I do have a dizzy dial, which means that this blooper fight might actually be trivial. Blooper is pretty susceptible to being dizzied, which is funny. It's true of basically all enemies that fly, and Blooper is considered flying. And let's go. 4 turns of not being able to play the game. Let's see if Paracarry is good. Sushi's score is 4 FP. Please, Paracarry. No. Alright, Lackey. You get to fight. Unfortunately, partners like Paracarry, Bombette, and Cooper all do 2 damage as their baseline. Lackey does 3 as his baseline. Sushi also does 3 with belly flop, but throwing Spinies is a lot faster than belly flopping with Sushi. This may be a seed where I use Lackluster if I don't find Watt. I've done it before where I just double upgrade Lackey and throw Spinies at Bowser's face. It's not my preferred method, but you do what you have to. I don't need to go to 5. I could jump in and check the shop, but I'm not gonna bother. Nothing required can be in Chapter 5. Funny enough, this set of settings was something that originally JCOG made an implementation for, and I updated her fork a little bit, and then eventually the Rando devs took those changes and implemented them into the full Rando. Okay, 4 HP, that's good enough for me. That's a pretty mid-scaled Chapter 6. I'll take a level up. I have to unfortunately fight another blooper now. I guess I don't have to. Logically, the game wants me to go to Chapter 7, I think, but I do prefer the desert. And I get to show off a funny little thing that the Ultra Boots can do, which I don't think a lot of people really know about, because it's literally never relevant in a vanilla gameplay experience. So you know stone blocks, you need the super hammer. What if you said Ultra Boots are good enough? Literally never relevant, because that's the only stone block you can get on top of without what I would consider a glitch. But you get to do that in Randomizer, occasionally. Doing 11 damage a turn? It's not too bad. So unfortunately, I've had to fight 2 bloopers already, which means that if I ever need to check the chest on the far top right of the sewers, it's going to be Super Blooper. Which is typically how it goes. I personally call that chest the Super Blooper chest, even though it doesn't have to be Super Blooper. It just usually is. Luckily, Electro Blooper is kind of just a pushover. Now, when a lot of people think of the Randomizer, I think most of them are pretty scared of, say, the desert. The desert is pretty confusing to find things if you don't know where to look. Luckily, we can make a pretty quick pass through there. I have the Pulse Stone too. I could dip into the ruins. I need to make that choice before I get near there, but I might do that. I have Bombette. No, I don't. Nothing good here. This shop is guaranteed to have the Dried Shroom, Dusty Hammer, and Dried Pasta. Unfortunately. You need them for the passwords in the store, so they can't randomize those items without changing the passwords. Just something you can't get around. but it does mean that you always know the answers. Okay, there's no logical reason to get bow, but I will take it. Bow is only needed to enter Chapter 4, and I don't need to do that. But she is useful. For sure. Out of sight is a really good move to have access to. I should have been talking to Quizmo. Just in case. I want those star pieces. Another small call out, we only need 2 magical seeds. Normally the game has 4, but we restricted it down to 2, just so that Chapter 6 wouldn't always be placed at the end of Logic, and that there would actually be items there. Let's upgrade Lackey. The Lackey upgrade here is mostly just for a raw damage. I will not take the smiley face badge. Alright, I'm definitely dipping ruins. If you play a lot of randomizers, like, this is probably most similar to a Zelda randomizer, where a lot of people probably don't want to, like, dip into dungeons and then leave. But in this particular case, it's going to be pretty nice. I'll be able to do most of Dry Ruins in one trip. Interesting. I wonder... Okay, so if that super hammer is my logical super hammer, that means the game expected me to get here through Mount Rugged, because Bombette is... Or the game thinks that I can't break stone blocks with Ultra Boots, even though you can. So that would mean that Bombette is somewhere else, which is fine, but worth keeping in mind that she might be in Chapter 7. So maybe not doing all of this right now, and going back and doing Chapter 7 stuff is actually the play. Yeah, that changes my mind. This is an assumption. That could be the Ultra Hammer, because the upgrades are progressive. But if I'm going off the bet that that's Super Hammer, that means Bombette is probably in Chapter 7. And since there's checks in the ruins that are behind Bombette, I will simply wait. Take the risk. Oh, free money. Not a whole lot in this desert. Also in vanilla, this block, you need to hit it 100 times. So, that's a change that I'm pretty happy about. Although that was a change in the very early randomizer. Okay, that would actually make sense for having Paracarry too, because if I needed to come through Mount Rugged the normal vanilla way, then I would need Paracarry to get back here. Yeah, all signs are pointing to Bombette being pretty early somewhere. Likely in Chapter 7. So, there's not a whole lot to do on Mount Rugged here. There's a few things. I can get every check at least. It's also the most, what's the word? Rewarding? Not quite. But it's the best feeling place to move around in vanilla. Because normally you get here right after getting Speedy Spin in like a speedrun. And basically every ledge, every little like part of Mount Rugged is spaced so perfectly for Speedy Spin. It kind of just teaches you how to do full spins. I don't need the cake. I'm not even gonna mark that on the tracker. I don't need it. Oh, that's the coconut. Never mind. I thought it was the other magical seed. And there's the opposite of Speedy Spin. I will not be using that badge. Sorry, Twitch chat. But you will not be seeing Slogo get equipped. Okay. Diamond Stone. And a Fortress Key. Alright, so I shouldn't ever have to come back to Mount Rugged. On the bright side. Let's see what Waka has. He is 8 Dizzy Dials. Waka, a lot of items have like replenishable sources. So if you find a fairly weak item in a bush, you'll always be able to find that item in a bush. Although Waka is the only way to get multiples of strong items. So if he has like an Ultra Shroom, he'll keep dropping Ultra Shrooms. I do not have a single letter, really? You lie, Parakarry. But because Waka will eventually die, the randomizer just allows him to produce 8 of that item. Like in vanilla, he'd give you 8 bumps. Okay. Alright, so I guess at this point I just have to go back and go to 7. That's fine. One nice thing, but also like, I know some people find it maybe slightly frustrating, is just how linear Blitz seeds can be. Because you just visit less places, fewer places. But at the same time, you're pretty heavily guided where you need to go next. I could do one check down there. I'm not going to. I'll wait until I see Ultra Hammer if I do. Yeah, those blocks require in quotation marks Ultra Boots. You can hit them with Super Boots if you hit them frame perfectly. Also worth picking up Spook here. I probably won't be using it, but it's sort of like a, I guess, desperation play if I need to do very difficult fights that are able to be scared away. Hi, Cooper. I don't have any money for you. Also, this shop sells life shrooms. So I will probably be buying a couple. The only way that if you accidentally die, you will be brought back to life for no additional charge. I'm not gonna bother with the letters. That is also 4 ruins keys. Worth noting that this inn has 5 more checks later. after we've turned in the bucket and scarf, the inn will have what we call Snowman's Gift, which is 5 random items. In vanilla, it would be 4 mushrooms and 1 ultra shroom. Yeah. Unfortunately, we still need to solve the murder mystery. I wish that this is like one thing that does take a little bit of time. The randomizer has cut a lot of cutscenes. And sped up a lot of text in general. So you do generally get to move pretty much constantly, if you really want to. With the exception of, like, this segment and a few others. I'll grab star pieces. Although it is very rare, it is possible that you need to trigger the mare death scene to get the item in the frozen lake. It has happened before. I've seen it happen. I'll just use Lackey, it's fine. But it's incredibly rare. Thankfully, this cutscene is... I think in vanilla, this cutscene is like over a minute. Just this part alone. Unfortunately, I will have to leave here via fighting Junior Troopa. So I'll hit the save block. He's not going to be Chapter 7 scaled. I know that much. I'm hoping he's a little easier than... Ideally, like, Chapter 1 through 3. Because otherwise this is a little hard to get through. Ikasambi. That is... I think that is the vanilla line. In English. Alright, Junior. How strong are you? Oh, it's Chapter 1. 1 and 7 have been swapped perfectly. And that's Junior Troopa. One of the hardest bosses in the game. Repel Gel's nice. I will likely want at least one of them for the end. I will grab the HP plus on the way back. HP plus and FP plus, because of randomized BP cost, typically end up being very, very valuable. Randomized color palettes is how we are Luigi. Okay, so I don't have the bucket, I have the scarf. Unfortunate. But I do have Cooper. I have 2 fortress keys. That's pretty decent. It is guiding me towards Chapter 1, a fortress dip. It is possible that Bombette is just vanilla. This also may be a seed where we find all the partners. Like, there's no real reason that the game needed to give me Sushi other than the fact that she was blocking Lackey. And there was no reason for the game to give me... yeah. Bo either. So maybe we'll be equally lucky with Watt. Yeah, so normally this would be where the mayor gives you the bucket. We already have the scarf was a coconut. Are you useful? Yes. Very. The fertile soil is not an item that you can skip, so thank you, Mayor Penguin. Although I don't need that until I get the other magical seed, and I still don't have the bean anyway. Honestly, I'm kind of looking at my tracker right now and seeing, it's not that far from go mode. But that sometimes is how these seeds go, is with blitz settings you get a lot of things, and then it dries up. Although that's randomizer in a nutshell. Sometimes you just get everything at the start except for like 5 items, and then spend the next hour looking for 5 items. I had a key there earlier today. Hi, Bucket. I don't want to go back to use the bucket at the moment. That would be mean. Yeah, chapter 7 for Cooper. Here's your bucket, by the way. Right. Do I have a Thunder Rage? I do. I want to do these fights because it's very, very good experience. But I do have bow. And that may be what I do, is spook them away. Just because the pit can be problematic with 3 fights down there. We'll see. That is a very nice badge. You don't always get that in a randomizer. Ideally, I would also get Power Rush before I commit myself to a 5 HP Mario. But if HP Plus is good, I might do it early. I just haven't checked that yet. I've never seen Lackey fall there. I don't think. Huh. His Cloud was very distressed about him falling to the ground. Which I understand. From the perspective of a Cloud. Ah. Thank you, Bombette, for the lyrics. That is a Chapter 2 turn-in item, so it is something that I could need. Alright, I guess I'm doing the pit. My other best choice is to go back to Chapter 7 again. Ooh, Alright, listen. I will level up from this, so it is worth killing at least one of these. Alright. How does a cloud fall to the ground? Exactly. Alright, so last stand is 1, that's pretty good. I do want to equip a few more things. Those are bad. Mediocre, that's pretty bad. HP plus is fine. Alright, I can kill one of these bullets, and then the other one will just hit me. Not the worst thing in the world. Hello? Hello? Oh, that Koopa is the worst. Alright. Let's do this. I can manage to get the experience from the fight. Chapter 7 scaled is so good for that. Ow. Alright, listen. I'm not using a life shroom when I have 3 repel gels. Also, the paratroopa is very funny. I had a paratrooper earlier first strike me, and then I got a close call, and he just falls on his head trying to skydive Mario. I'm glad that animation exists. Oh, nice. So normally this would be a fortress key. I hope it's not a fortress key. Alright, it's cake. Alright, I'm gonna blame the randomizer. I'm just gonna go back to 7 and turn in the bucket. I could still dip ruins, but without the lunar stone, I don't have a good reason to. Alright, there's one check here. I'm gonna get it out of the way. Okay. If I somehow managed to roll a seed that made me go back and forth between 7 and 1 multiple times, it wouldn't be a first. Okay. Spike Tops have 4 HP. That means chapter 5 would be like a mid-scale. Can I hit this? Yeah. I can climb Shiver Mountain. I can actually do like... I can go all the way to Crystal Palace. Which I guess I'll probably just do. I will have to fight Duplighosts a few times. but it's chapter 1 scaled. I will probably upgrade... I can upgrade Bombette, even though I don't have her. I am guaranteed to have Bombette before I would need her up there. Thankfully. Or before she would be, like, useful. So let's see what my Snowman's Gift is. Damage dodge, a mailbag, and 2 letters. Huh. I did say that I was going to ignore letters, but it is possible that I will need to give Paracarry letters on that rugged. But I also need, at least right now, I logically need Bombette for that. So that's fine. Also, I talk a lot about, like, logic. And that's just how the randomizer places items. It knows what checks are blocked by what items, so that it can't soft lock you. Paper Mario Randomizer in particular actually guarantees that every single item location in the game is accessible without glitches, and that you can find a series of items that will be able to unlock everything. I don't have good AoE, but I want to get rid of that Magic Koopa. I forgot about the rocks. I always forget that you can target the rocks. And I have multiple times jumped on the rocks instead of the enemy I wanted to. This is also a weirdly, like, strong formation for Chapter 1 scale. Normally, Chapter 1 scale doesn't give you more than 1 or 2 enemies. But it gave us 4 very weak enemies. In a fight where you're required to have Cooper out at the start. Yeah, so even though I don't have Bombette, I can upgrade her here. And then when I do get her, she'll already have Power Bomb. Nice little, I guess, quality of life. I could use an AoE badge. We may also get to see removing the Starstone. There's a check down there that you need Bombette for. In vanilla, once you place the Starstone, it's just kind of there and the staircase is here forever. But Randomizer does let you remove it. Club up, please. Can you... Club up, please. He was being very inconvenient. Well, I hope I don't have to deal with that. There's not a whole lot in Crystal Palace that I can do. There's, what, 4? 5 checks? Yeah, 5 and then I'm blocked by Bombette. Although if she's here, I still don't have the palace key anyway, so... Hi. Alright, Bombette. Now you're making me make the call of, do I clear Crystal Palace? And I think since I'm here, the answer is yes, but... unfortunately, I don't have the item to open the very last lock. What a terrible location. Oh well. There's 2 checks here at the start that I can do. And then a few fights we need to get through. Unfortunately, I'm already high enough level that the fights here are not really rewarding me. So mandatory fights at Chapter 1 scaled is a little unfortunate. That is the one downside to this being low scale. You may also get to see me do a trick twice in this seed. Depending on if Palace Key is here or not. The infamous Cooper puzzle can be skipped. And I will be doing so because it is too difficult to figure out. Defend Plus. Not really a badge I want to see, or care to see. Definitely too expensive for what it does. Yeah, I should be able to just powerbomb basically all these fights. Yeah, powerbomb is 2. And then I have this Swoopula to deal with. I should be able to equip Power Quake, actually. That would save a lot of time when I can't powerbomb and there's Swoopulas. It's also good. Of course. And the final Clubba is alone. Also, fun fact, 12 coins right now, 14. Every coin in this room counts as 2 coins. Just that room. The only one. I just like to point that out if there's anyone that doesn't know. It is a good place to get money in vanilla. So like equipping money before doing those fights or something. You get a lot of coins. Now over here, I'll line up Mario's nose. So, I could never figure out this puzzle. I don't know which one's the real Cooper. It could be any of them. It really just could be. So, I'm not gonna do it. And yes, that is a glitch that is typically exclusive to the Japanese version of the game. But the Randomizer devs actually patched it back into English. Now, of course, if I have to come back and I don't have the palace key by the time I'm done with these last few checks here, I will have to do that again later. Double check that I don't actually have the palace key. I do not. So there's only 2 spots left that it could be in here. One of them is vanilla. Come on, palace key. I know you want me to go to the desert, but come on. This is probably the worst dungeon to double dip. It is pretty far up the mountain. Alright, is palace key vanilla? Nope. Although I will take a life shroom. Alright, we've picked up a few items there. Mailbag, frying pan, dolly. Some pretty quick turn-ins. Otherwise, I'm just gonna go to the ruins now. One fortress key from beating chapter 1, lunar stone away from beating 2, magical seed and magical bean from beating 6, and the palace key for 7. That's actually not much. Kind of weird that I haven't been able to go into 6 yet also. Usually, I feel like the game wants you to go into chapter 6. So it usually kind of gives you stuff early. But not today. Although they are giving me a lot of life shrooms because they want me to have a very easy time against Bowser. And I appreciate that. So I'm gonna go over here. I didn't do this earlier because I didn't have a super hammer. Also, you don't need super hammer, so I'll just show this off. You can jump up here and hit the block with Cooper. You kind of just clip into the corner of the super block, and it, when you jump, it teleports you on top of it. And then you can actually hit that block with Cooper and Bombette from the top of the stone block. All right, I have lyrics too. Not a bad badge to see, honestly. Spike Shield is really useful near the end. Oops. Still only have 2 letters. Also, I will show, just because I don't want to watch the Pulse Stone cutscene. We are in race rule set. We do have to place the Pulse Stone. But this isn't technically a race. So the loading zone is just there. Very, very cool. Okay, game. I don't need them that badly, but I will take them. HP plus could be good. I have a really good power bomb too. Alright, I'll try this a couple times before I just give up and use paracarry. Never mind. Ultra Boots let you clip into a few floors in spots. There was no reason for me to need to do that. I can just paracarry across the gap, but it is cooler to not pull paracarry out. Alright, that's a third letter. I don't need all these maples. A shooting star is going to be useful at some point, probably. Alright, time to see how strong Chapter 2 is. This first pokey, actually, if you just mash C down, you'll first strike it with Bombette every time. Alright, this is not a strong chapter. I can't even tell because it's... Oops. Its HP is low enough that it just died to the first strike. Alright, this is... Chapter 2 scaled. Honestly, like, I wish this was higher scaled so that I would get more experience, but... I guess we'll take it. Good thing I killed the Koopas in Chapter 1, because I'm not getting a whole lot of experience otherwise. It's gonna make Bowser interesting. Alright, let's see if I can do this too. Ah. Again, I don't need to do that, but... We're just gonna show off a few funny things that you can do in the ruins. Like jumping on top of that block. Get rid of the maple. No, get rid of the maple. And getting this chest up here. Ah, come on. That's fine. Normally you'd have to solve this whole puzzle with the stairs turning. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. Ultra Boots are very nice. Still don't have Lunar Stone. It could be vanilla, but it probably isn't. I can hope at least. Otherwise, I may be making a visit to Rip Cheeto. Sure. Yeah, alright. I have 24 star pieces already. Wow. $14 coins. I need at least 28. So I'm just gonna toss this jammin'. Now I could go the long way. The long way all the way back. But we know that I can get there. Trying to make sure that I don't spend too much time. Mario, please. Too much time backtracking across the same areas again and again. A little bit of cheating. Hi, Rip Cheeto. Thank you for the palace key. And the bean. Alright. So I literally need 3 items. Alright, we need a Koopa Brothers Fortress Key, the Lunar Stone, and the Magical Seed to get into Chapter 6. And I have a pretty good idea of where that Magical Seed is. I would not at all be surprised to see it at the Toad Town Bad Shop, because Ralph, the Dugan, gets new items every time you beat a chapter. So, it looks like the game wants me to beat Crystal King in order to get access to Chapter 6. Is my guess. When you've played Randomizer enough, you can kind of more or less figure out those situations. Because it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense for it to give me access to, like, the Lunar Stone right away. Or the 4th Fortress Key, because those alone don't get you a whole lot. I'm gonna do this now. Just so I don't forget. Okay, it was nothing, but I wanted to check it. I think it was yesterday when I was doing a seed. This was Cooper. It also doesn't take that much time to place the Starstone back because of cutscene skips. Okay. Chapter 1 skilled Crystal King. Like that, he's not hard. But I also don't really have a whole lot of tools with which to fight him. So this may be a bomb Crystal King and jump on him. Also, once again, because I didn't solve this puzzle last time, it's obviously still not solved. I don't know if anyone's actually timed if doing Cooper Puzzle Skip twice is faster than solving the puzzle once, but if you skip it once, you might as well skip it the second time. I imagine it's probably not faster if you have to do it twice. Maybe I'll time that at some point. So, Crystal King. Puzzle too hard anyway. Very true, very true. To this day, I do not know the solution. I think you're supposed to hit the one that looks like Cooper. It would make the most sense. Okay, Power Quake can come off. FP plus is bad, unfortunately. That's not great. Alright, I guess I'm just gonna beat up Crystal King until he stops trying to fight back. Not a whole lot of tools at my disposal for this fight. I think he has 20 HP at Chapter 1 scale, so it's not like he's difficult. Yeah. Power Bomb, cheaper than a regular bomb, does the same thing. Alright, he chose to attack instead of heal. The fool. I'm probably going to be using Bomb on Bowser and Junior also in Chapter 8. Because that is my cheapest partner attack. Unless I want to just throw Spinies. But if I'm not using FP with Mario, which at this point I'm not. It's getting to the point where in a seed where, like, once I have my first Star Spirit, I kind of like to know how I'm going to defeat Bowser. And I think what's going to happen is I'm going to have a lot of HP, and I'm going to be doing very little damage. That seems like what's going to happen. I haven't really found badges that really give me big attacks to use. I can get another Power Plus from Merlot for 3 more star pieces than what I currently have, which isn't too bad. I could go do that right now, actually. I will. Just to make sure I have it. Yeah, because that'll get me good damage in Chapter 6 also. And for the other chapters I have to beat. Going back for high cost rewards from Merlot is a little, I would say, uncommon. But these settings are also fairly new, and you don't typically have a very strong Mario. Normally, if you're doing like all chapters, you end up with a very guaranteed set of abilities. That make Mario do so much damage that you can kind of just ignore everything else. Alright, that's a lot of repel gels and life shrooms. I will take them. Just littering all over Merlot's floor. He did ask for it, though. By making this Power Plus cost 30. Alright. Dropping the Maple. Dropping the T-Rage. Not taking that Sleepy Sheep. Shooting Star. That seems like a pretty good inventory. Okay. I do want at least one more BP upgrade. And then probably just put it all in HP after that. Oh yeah, Ralph. Really, Ralph? Okay. Well, good thing I have a lot of life shrooms and repel gels for what I'm about to do. So we're gonna fight Super Blooper. Oh boy. I could turn in the letters to Paracarry also. Which will likely be, the next big thing to do. I'm not too hurt about having to fight Super Blooper, but... it is a little unfortunate. He's going to take one of my life shrooms, one of my mini life shrooms right now. Because this attack does 20 damage. Technically it does 10 twice, and I have Last Stand, so you're only going to see the 4 damage once. But on English that attack does 20. He should attack me normally this turn, I think. Please don't spawn babies. Thank you. Yeah, honestly, that wasn't too bad of a fight for not really having a fast way to deal with him. Just raw damage. Amazing. At least I walked away with a level. Alright, Paracarry. The rare going back to Mount Rugged. Very unfortunate. Still not sure how bloopers fight on land. They kind of just do. Well, technically they... in Paper Mario they fly, so... in this game, bloopers are flying enemies. I think that might be harder to explain. The logistics. I did your work for you, Paracarry. Now please give me something useful. Oh, really? Okay. Little oinks for the original gotcha. True. Alright, you hate to see it. There's 2 bombette checks in Chapter 1. Starting to run out of things. In a way, it's kind of funny that I would, of course, roll a seed like this for an actual marathon. But that's also why the estimate is a 230. Because randomizer sometimes just is a randomizer. You actually can't go down that pipe until Bombette lands from the explosion. If you try and hold down, Mario will just walk off the pipe. There it is. Since I'm here, I'll do the refund chest check also. Just in case it's like the 4th Ruins key. Or Fortress key or something. I think it's pretty likely both of my items are in Chapter 6, but we'll double check. I know a lot of people don't like Chapter 6, and this comes up pretty often when talking about, I don't know, areas in this game. But I think Chapter 6 is actually one of the most satisfying sections of the game just to, like, move around. And also in Randomizer, it's not very complicated. You don't really do any backtracking. But still, people will always hate Chapter 6. Not much you can do about it. I have everything to beat this chapter. Alright, let's just start clearing it until I find what I need. My partner upgrades look pretty good. I will upgrade Watt at this upgrade block here on the off chance she exists somewhere. Because having upgraded Watt on Final would be very nice, but it's probably pretty unlikely at this point. Not that Bombette is bad, but Watt is literally the best partner for Bowser. Mystery. Okay. That simplifies things a lot. What? Alright. Alright, game. Very cool. So Power Rush is gonna make Final kind of a joke. It's gonna make the rest of the game kind of a joke. Oh, come on. You had to do it because I said something, didn't you, Lakitu? Bombette's fine. Does this do damage to you? Okay. This is Chapter 5 scaled. Not a big deal. Easy enough to get through. Considering that I'm going to go to Chet Rippo now, homeward streaming from the machine makes sense. Kind of a weird situation because you don't normally do this. You'd normally just like go back to the tree to do the other parts of the chapter, but finding Power Rush there I also don't normally get to have Power Rush and Last Stand in these kind of seeds. Normally, because you don't go to as many places in the game, you don't typically get all of the good badges. But we'll take it. So I've reduced my HP and my FP in order to have more BP. And I've equipped Last Stand, which reduces the damage I take while at 5 HP in half, and Power Rush, which gives me 2 more damage at 5 HP or less. So, Bowser's strongest attack does 10, which means with Last Stand it does 5, and then if you block it, it does 4. So we're going to be abusing stuff like that, just to eke out a little bit more damage with Power Rush. Don't think I have any blueberries. I do not. And I don't really want to fight the moles. I'll fight the moles if I have to, after Huff and Puff. But oh, I also get to show off another trick over here. Let's defocus. I don't want the coconut. This is what we're gonna do here is a Lackey jump. So by dismounting Lackey while opening the partner menu, we go very high up in the sky, through the floor. It's not actually relevant in any speedruns anymore. It used to be, a little bit. Well, no, 100% can do it now. "100% would do it in exactly one place. But otherwise, it's a very cool trick that doesn't really get used outside of Randomizer. I don't have a red berry, do I? Nope. Wow. Interesting. I'm probably not gonna fight Lackey here. I'd rather just go fight Huff. So I'm gonna do the 2 checks here. Alright, I guess we're gonna fight Huff and Puff. Funny in vanilla, when you plant the items here, you always go down 1 for the first. But in Randomizer, the order of the seed, bean, and dirt is, well, random. Because of the order that you pick them up in. Alright, so for a Chapter 5 scaled Huff and Puff here, it's a little tricky. Oh, alright. That means Chapter 2 is last, which is fine. Just a little. Chapter 1 is going to be a little painful. Although, no, Bombette's cheap enough, it's fine. Alright, we have so many resources that I'm just going to bounce. And by bounce, I mean jump. And because I know how Huff's AI works, he's gonna heal on the first turn. But on his second turn, he's going to use a wind attack. Oh, okay. So I don't need to kill his tough buffs on turn 2. Because he'll simply do a wind attack. Guaranteed. On the first turn, he'll stomp or heal. On the third turn, he will also do a stomp or a heal. But he's not going to have a third turn. That is the power of Power Rush. Ironically. So for chapter 1, we've already done basically everything there, except for the fourth key stuff. So I will do a not normally race legal thing and demonstrate a trick that you can do to skip having to unlock the doors. Because Cooper Brothers Fortress winds back on itself in the very first room from the higher levels. Also, I'm not going to check Ralph right here, because the only 2 checks in chapter 1 are so fast to do that I'll just check Ralph after beating chapter 1 anyway. So there's not a whole lot I was able to do in chapter 6, oddly enough. Because I needed the red berry and the blueberries to open up some of the paths. I did skip the lackey fight and moles. But usually those are pretty safe to skip. So we're gonna do a trick here in the first room of Cooper Brothers Fortress called Water Staircase Skip. And what you do here... if I got it first try, I would have been very excited. Third try. You do a lackey teleport into that corner, fall upright, and we're on the top of the fortress. This skips opening every single door in Cooper Brothers Fortress. So, not legal for races, but we already have the 4 keys, and we've already done everything else here. So, I don't feel bad. Two white and 2 orange Koopa Bros. Okay, I don't need the record, because I will not be visiting chapter 3 at all. Cheating. Imagine cheating. Anyway, we're gonna fight the Koopa Brothers so well they are not gonna be able to play the game. because we have Bombette, we kind of get to stun lock them in a sense. Although it's chapter 7 scaled, they're pretty tough. I took off Power Quake, that's fine. So this first part here is basic. Every single speedrun does this. If I had Watt, it would be a little bit faster. But explosions and electricity will instantly knock over the tower here. So they have 16 HP. I need to do some extra damage to them. I actually could have tried Lullaby. I wonder if it works on them. That would be funny. Alright, they're gonna stack on top of each other and do a lot of damage. Or I get a close call. Alright, Bombette, do your thing. That's a little bit of star points. I think the Cooper brothers are probably a lot of people's favorite boss in this game. For, like, pretty good reasons. I think it's between, like, them and... I don't know, Tubba is really good. Tubba Blubba is really a really good boss. Like, thematically. General Guy's pretty cool, but he's also, like, probably the first major wall, I think. Just because he has so much defense. Alright. Does Ralph have our Lunar Stone? If he doesn't, I have to go back into chapter 6. If you wanted to see real cheating, I also don't technically need the Lunar Stone, but that glitch is not very marathon safe. Just in terms of how hard it is to do on any consistent basis. But surely Ralph has my Lunar Stone, and I don't have to go back into chapter 6, right? Surely Ralph has the Lunar Stone. I guess he doesn't have the Lunar Stone. Alright, we're gonna go bomb some moles. My favorite pastime. I don't need close call. I will do this before Lackey, just because these are relatively quick to do. It's 4 fights. So it's as fast as 4 fights can be. Alright, how much is Power Quake doing? should be like 8, 9. I wish I could get one more damage out of it. But unfortunately, I don't have another badge for that. I never get to untime bombs. Well, I guess I technically could, but it's funny. Alright. I guess I just take FP. I don't need anything else. Petunia. Nope. Okay. I'm honestly kind of surprised. She usually likes to be awful when it matters the most. If it's not Lackey... Okay, there's some sewers checks I can do also that I didn't do earlier because I got Super Hammer later than Ultra Boots. Yeah. It's probably those sewers checks. Also, you never hear this music in vanilla. Because why would you ever come back here after destroying the machine? Absolutely insane that they made this song and most people never hear it. Okay. It's gonna take 3 turns. Because Mario is so weak, he only does 8 damage per jump. I do have to time the action command because I have all or nothing, but that's not a big deal. I just have to remember not to drop things. Oh wow, they're matching. Come on, Lackey. No. No, bad. The blue key is actually, it's useless because I have the red key. There are situations where you can get the blue key and do need to use it to get the red key in Crystal Palace. But if you've already had the red key, it doesn't matter. It doesn't unlock anything extra. Alright. I'm gonna check this first, actually. I rarely do that. I rarely check that block first because it is faster to check on the way back. But when you're looking for literally one item... Wow, really? That's surprising. Double check something in the shop here. It's possible that I've seen a red berry or a blueberry in a store. That's fine. I've done everything in chapter 1, everything in chapter 7. We can cheat a little bit more, it's fine. There we go. Interesting. Well, I don't need to cheat to get the blueberry checks. Hi, Watt. Wait, that's kind of goated. Alright, listen. My cheating was warranted because we have Watt now. Because we have Watt, I can actually... I don't feel too bad. Surely the red berry was somewhere that I just didn't buy it. This isn't too bad. I can also check my key items. I did do that. Yeah. Alright, not too bad. This might be a full clear seat at this rate. No, that's not going to be useful to me. Power Smash would require me to have the Ultra Hammer to be, like, particularly good. Alright, let's get rid of the Lakitu. Also, Magikoopas, when they're alone, they will just run away. So I don't need to do anything about this last one. Rosie? Interesting. Alright, that should be everything here. Did go back and do the Starstone. Did Snowman's Gift. I'm gonna go over here and grab the Watt upgrade. That's why I'm coming back over here. Oops. Easy way to grab this upgrade block. And then I can homeward turn from here. Hello, Daisy. You weren't supposed to see me. Get that. done those checks. I may just say, in the interest of time, I'm gonna beat Chapter 2. In a way... No, this is 100% cheating. But... it's also a really cool trick. It may take a couple attempts based on just... it is frame perfect, but... did everything else in here, right? Yeah. I will likely look up where Lunar Stone was later, because I'm very curious what I skipped. But... ooh, is this gonna work? Oh, wait, I opened the lock. Well, I'll try it. This may not actually work the way it's supposed to. Oh, that works. We'll see. Lackey. Need you to come with me. Yeah. Alright. I may actually have to find the Lunar Stone. I'll try it the old way. Like once. So you do need the lock there, which I did not consider, to do it the easy way. Yeah, okay. Lunar Stone. Did the refund check. Could it be something with Bombette? No. Mount Rugged? Did all that stuff. Don't need Power Quake. I'll double check shops, I guess. Surely it's not the storeroom key. Mario, please. I don't need more life shrooms. Okay, wasn't that. I'll quickly double check prologue. Although I don't think that's what it was. I turned in Dolly. Six is full cleared at this point. Yeah, I talked to you. Yeah, it's not prologue. Weight's useless. Oh. I know exactly what it is. Because I called it out, what was it, 2 hours ago? Almost. Lol. I blame Cooper. This is why you take notes. In a sort of funny way, you can get that check without Cooper. But it requires a very interesting state. Anyway. Accidental, oops, Lunar Stone. Aside from that, go mode. And we're still gonna be like... Honestly, I'd be surprised if this is over a 220. Just letting people know. We also got all the partners. I'll be able to use Watt on Final Bowser. And Junior. I have Spike Shield. I think. This might be one of the smoothest Blitz endings, fight-wise. For having, like, no real badges. Like, no power bounce, no, like, mega jump, interesting attack badges. Just raw damage output. Toot and Koopa has 30 HP. I do 16 with Mario. And if this happens to work, it would have been faster. It's very unlikely, though. Power Shocking Toot and Koopa, for some reason, is the same difficulty as Bowser. Okay. And now that we have all 4 Star Spirits, I can go to Chapter 8. There is the shop in Starhaven that might have something good. D-down jump would be ideal. I would take Power Bounce. I don't know if I'd be able to use it super well, but I would take it. Otherwise, Mega Rush could be good. Mega Rush is usually good, but I don't have much to make use of with it other than jumping. So we get 8 checks in Starhaven Shop. We get a couple checks in Peach's Castle if we want to look for them. Rarely are they useful. But I will probably dip in and look at like 2 items instead of like all 5. Just in case that they're a badge or something. $25 FP feels very high for I'm not going to be using it on Bowser or Junior basically at all. Let me re-equip for Junior. I don't need Power Quake on. I do need Spike Shield. I guess for Junior I'll have Close Call on. Sure, and I'll put on Dodge Master. I'm probably going to be trying to Power Shock Junior just to make it so he can't do anything, ideally. But against Bowser, I'll be fighting a very fair fight. Oh, hello, Ember. No, I actually want to level on Junior Troopa. I could level up there instead. Considered it. Well, nice artifact you have up there. I'm sure Colorado will be very excited to find that. Man, I don't remember where Cooper was. Cooper was definitely somewhat early. Yeah, okay. Whatever. These Duplighosts are only gonna have 4 HP. Hopefully there's only 2 of them so I can just end the fight immediately. Except there's 3 and I have to click Starstorm and it's... Starstorm is a really good move. But this animation... It's actually significantly faster to use the Shooting Star item than it is to use Starstorm. I think it's like multiple seconds. Which is really funny to me. For basically the same animation. Alright, Junior. I do have Close Call on also, so I could just get lucky. Or I can get lucky and Power Shock him. A few ways to get lucky in this fight. Yeah, expected. That's why I have Spike Shield on. Okay. That was Junior Troopa. I mean, I guess I'll level up BP. I don't need the FP. I don't really need the BP either. Can I equip, like, anything that helps me? I actually don't want Close Call on for Final. And I don't want Damage Dodge either. Well, I can equip FP+. Alright, I will do one check inside the castle here. Just because it's pretty quick. It's on the way. Sad. There aren't many things that I would have wanted there. D-down jump, power bounce. Yeah, we're just gonna, I guess jump on Bowser. I have so much FP and nothing to do with it. Although if I get Power Shocks, it is fast. Very fast. Unfortunately, there's no power shocking final Bowser. Okay, I have 50 life shrooms, 3 repel shells. I think we're fine. I will still save before final. Just because 17 damage a turn is not a ton. Considering everything he does. Although I'll turbocharge with Watt also. Although I should delay that a few turns. There's still a little bit before the time ends. The time will end when Bowser, when the Star Rod touches Mario's hands after Phase 2 of Final Bowser. So there's still a little bit to go with this final fight. It is a little bit expedited compared to Vanilla. We don't have to watch Twink fight Kammy Koopa between Phase 1 and Phase 2. But that's about it. Just have to pay attention to everything Bowser is doing. I need to watch my health versus his health specifically. The percentage of each of our healths, rather. So like 2 out of 5 is 40%. So if Bowser's health would get below 15% of his max, is when he would have a 70% chance to heal. Starting on turn 2 of Phase 2. Assuming I'm at 2 HP. if I'm at 1 HP, that's 20%, and the math works out to where he literally can't heal. But at 2 HP, I do have to be a little careful not to drop him below 15, unless I know that the next turn he will die. So we do need to watch his health a little bit, depending on what attack he does on turn 1. We're trying to make sure that Bowser doesn't heal, because he can heal 3 times, and each time he heals is 30 HP. In that situation, we probably have enough life shrooms that it doesn't matter, but it would prolong the fight quite a bit. So, turn 1, what are you doing? Thank you. He did the one attack that does enough damage to put me in peril, so he will never be able to heal. This is where I should turbocharge, because I'm gonna start jumping with Mario. This is all of the FP I'm using in Final. All 2 FP that's getting used. Value. Yeah, normal. I mean, this... It's fine, because I have another repel gel. His health is still pretty high. Beamless would have been pretty nice to see, but that's so incredibly rare. On turn 4 there, he has a very, very high chance to shield. I think it's 70%. But don't quote me on that one. It's been a while since I've had to think about that number. Okay, that puts him at 14. Alright, he's dead next turn. Alright, so time is gonna end when the Star Rod touches Mario's hands. I'll call it out. But that is a dead Bowser.
GG.
And 3, 2, 1, time. Yep, that was a Paper Mario Rando Blitz Seed. So they're pretty cool. It's a fun setting. It's very quick for those that don't necessarily have time to sit through a full randomizer, you know, because those can take, I don't know, upwards of 3 to 4 hours for a lot of people. I think 2 hours is pretty, around the 2 hour mark is around where these blitz settings tend to fall. So yeah, I mean, final shoutouts to NorthWest SpeedFest for doing the event, and I mean, I do a lot of Paper Mario Rando.
Thank you so much for doing this run and for closing us out today.
Over on Twitch and YouTube, so if that's something you're interested in. And thanks for having me.
Alright, everybody. That was Paper Mario by Phantom. That was NorthWest SpeedFest Online #1 completed. Just some quick final thoughts here. Want to thank everybody who participated, whether you were a runner, you were a commentator, whether you were a volunteer doing tech, helping people set up runs, part of our technical crew that helped during all the various bits and bobs that went wrong. Not too many, thankfully. We're definitely going to be doing this again. Again, we are NorthWest SpeedFest. We do traditionally do in-person events. If you want to follow us, you can head up to our Twitter, or you can join our Discord. Our Twitter is twitter.com/NorthWest SpeedFest, or if you're doing NW SpeedFest. We will have more information on future events soon, including other online ones or in-person ones. Thanks everybody who joined us and watched, hung out the past few days. We're very grateful that you tuned in and supported us. You will definitely be hearing from us again soon. So for now, we're going to wish you good night. We're going to send you off to a great person for a raid. So stick around for the raid, show them some love. We are raiding Morpheus. So again, thanks everybody, and we will see you next time. Peace.